David Wright goes on the DL, and he's on that DL. They're saying 6 to 8 weeks. Again, seems to be a common occurrence for David Wright. Me personally, here I think that could be it for the captain. He's already only batting 226. Sad to see him go out like this, but I've always admired the way he played the game. If you're a Met fan, you gotta tip your hat, be proud that he was a Met. But he needs to come to some sort of delayed buyout agreement so the team can inject that $20 million a year into players that will produce. As a Met fan, you Met fans out there, do you owe David Wright? You owe David Wright a whole lot. He's the captain for good reason, but at some point you have to be realistic. Michael Kadire set a good example. He said definitely set a good example for what might happen. First of all, isn't a good part of Wright's contract insured, I believe? Couldn't his contract be renegotiated into a personal service contract, perhaps? Again, he's only batting 226. He has hit 7 home runs after the 3 in a row. But he has 14 RBIs in 1/3 of the season. So besides maybe having a 40 RBI season, even if all his home runs were solo, he's driven in 7 other runs. And then there's the talk of how his back problems are affecting his throwing. Only problem, the problem that you Mets have there is that there's really few internal answers to third base. Flores, Reynolds, they seem to be the true options, only true options right now. Ty Kelly, I don't think he's an option. Even when you look deep into the system, there really aren't any. Areno was a really good prospect until PEDs, and he hasn't been the same since. You drafted David Thompson, top college home run and RBI guy, but he's 22 years old and only playing at Columbia. Going forward, it seems to me like the Mets might give Flores the full-time opportunity and see what he does. Though he's a versatile player, and Flores, obviously playing part-time really isn't helping his hitting. So you wonder, will be able to take the ball and run with it. Then you have Duda there as well. As for Duda, to me, he has proven to be inconsistent with the stick. And he's not really particularly good defensively. This team eerily reminds me of the AAA roster they patched together last year until they made some mid-season moves to fortify their club. What will the Mets do? Hope all is well.